we should be live. Let me know if the audio is alright or if the microphone is taking a crap on like last time. That was not a fun experience. That was kind of annoying, not gonna lie. Hope you guys are having a good day. Let me know if the audio is okay. If you guys can hear my fan, I'm so sorry. First reset, non shiny. Good stuff. What up, Dominic? What up, AJ? What up, Justin? Welcome on in. It's good to see you guys. No fan. You guys can't hear the fan nice. Yeah, it's a little bit. How do you say it? It's not at the fastest speed, and it's not super close, but it is aimed in this direction. So I feared you guys would hear it. Yeah, how's everyone doing today? Hope you guys are all having a great night. Penguin, yes, dude, penguins are fucking awesome. Penguins are my favorite animal. I don't know if you didn't know that, but yes, penguins are my favorite animal. So Laura Zip. I need to position myself in this chair properly. I was like leaning on one of my ankles and it's already hurting. You're tired? Did you work today? Finished the family reunion early, like 30 minutes ago. How did that go? Is it like the typical Hispanic um, family reunion where you are introduced to members that you don't even know or haven't seen since like you were a baby and you're just like, yeah, I don't know you, and then you're forced to like interact with them by your parents? I feel like every family reunion I've had, it's like that. I'm like, dude, I don't know you, and I'm very likely gonna forget after I leave, so don't even bother. Yes, Breach. How many hours did you work today? I feel like today has been a very lazy day, but at the same time, kind of productive. I feel like I did a lot, and I feel like I could have done more, but at the same time, I wanted to be lazy. Um, apart from, so I stayed up a little late last night. I stayed up to like 3 in the morning watching House of the Dragon because I got HBO Max again, and I felt like catching up, and I watched one episode today. I'm very likely going to watch them after stream today, but I stayed up late. I stayed up to like 3 in the morning last night, this morning, I guess, and I slept in. I slept in today. Woke up a little later than usual. I only woke up a little bit. I would have slept in longer, but I had to wake up because I had to feed the dog and the cat. So they're relying on me, so I had to get up and feed them. But apart from that, yeah, I just stayed in bed for a little while longer. Um, I did some cleaning. I basically just deep cleaned the whole apartment. Um, Living room, kitchen, bathroom areas. I cleaned out my car. I ran some errands. I went grocery shopping. I got back. I put all that stuff away. What else did I do? That's pretty much it. I just spent some time with the dog and the cat, and then not much. Good. Saw my brother's boyfriend, and it was great. I knew everyone, and my cousin. He played games with. Nice. So it was kind of fun. You're currently picking at your long fingernails. It's weird that you say that because I actually just trimmed my fingernails a little bit ago. I have to keep them short because and then I have the habit of biting my nails all the time, which I think it's kind of disgusting, and it's a habit that I had broke like a long time ago. But it's just that the reason why I keep need to keep them short, it's because my pets, if I bite my fingernails and I pet them, there's a chance that I could like scratch them. Especially with my dog, um, he tends to bite my fingers a lot, like play biting, and my fingers are constantly in his mouth. So I know I wash my hands, but obviously I'm not gonna be like licking or putting my licked fingers in my mouth, And not just that, but I don't want to risk damaging, like scratching like his gums or anything like that. It kind of sucks. 6, which isn't bad. I've been exhausted all day. It happens. I feel like every time every time anyone works, you just feel exhausted because work is not the place where you want to be. You got to sleep better. How many hours did you get of sleep at least? Justin said first, and then he got mad. Why? I mean, he just said first. Never mind. Damn it. I mean, it's like I mean, it's very likely that he didn't have live chat on. He probably had the top chat. Just a possibility. I don't know. It's Justin. He's still in the lab. You don't bite your fingernails? I used to. I haven't done it in a long time, but I still. It's something I'm aware of that I need to. I need to make sure that I don't fall back into that habit. Thought I was first in chat. No, I think it was Dominic. I'm almost certain it was Dominic. There's times Dominic is in the chat before I even post the link on Discord. I don't like it. Yeah, it's not a fun habit. If you bite your nails, you very likely will do the little thingy where you bite off too much and then your nails just hurt, your fingertips. Like you're now poking at the layer in between the skin and the actual nail, like the part that's supposed to like hold it down, and that part stings. It's not just when you bite it. It's not just when you touch it, but or interact with it. It's also when like any liquid gets in there, so water, sanitizer, soap, anything, it freaking hurts. And any one little tap can like cause pain, as well as like swelling if you don't take care of it, if you don't like bandage it. It sucks. It's a pain in the ass, or a pain in the fingertip, I guess. 7 hours apparently. I sleep 4 to 5 a.m. Then I wake up at 12 at noon. That's not bad. So now you're just home, just chilling, or what? I think it was Snapchat that I posted on, so I think only Lonely and AJ would have seen it. But I had my exam for my training this week on Wednesday and Thursday, and I'm glad that I passed. That's something I have to get out of the way. So now I am officially an instructor for that class as well. So now I'm teaching 3 classes at work, and it's been a freaking disaster. I got some time off on Friday. Congrats on that, by the way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, it was a pain in the ass, dude. That one really like it took something out of me. It it was very exhausting. The weird part is that the the other one that I'd taken before, the other class that I teach, it's longer. The class that I'm supposed to teach is it's 8 hours long, possibly 9. Not just that, but the training for that is even more intense and twice as long. So for this one, it was half as long as the first one, but it's still as stressful as the first one was. It's extremely annoying. It was very irritating, and the questions in the quiz kind of like in the final test kind of threw us off, which sucked. But at least I passed. I know there was some people. There was I think the class started off with 11 people. 2 of them didn't make it halfway, so they were basically they had to leave like halfway through the class, and it got reduced down to 9. And then I know, I think like 4 or 5 of them passed only, like 5 of us. The rest, the reason, so when you pass or fail, the way they tell you is, you finish your test, you go bring it up to them, they grade it, and then they're like, all right, go ahead and grab your stuff, and I'm gonna, as you're walking out, I'm gonna tell you if you passed or failed. Um, if you pass, they talk to you like right outside of the classroom, like, and it's a giant glass wall, so you'll see who's outside, and if they speak to you outside, it's kind of like, hey, congratulations, you passed. Shake your hand, and then here you go. We're gonna give you a little bit of feedback. Off you go. That's basically it. Short. But whenever people fail, they bring them into a different room and explain to them. And like, dude, I legit saw some people crying. I'm like, dang. And then they don't really let that person be seen. They kind of like let them out through the back door, like the long way out. And I was like, oh, that's gotta suck. So you're basically, if you're paying attention, you know exactly who failed and who passed. And also with their reactions, there's people who are bringing up their tests and they're like, dang, like I'm gonna fail because I guessed on this and that, and like they're just talking to themselves. It sucks, but I'm glad that I passed. I asked my brother, and he said he might take me to see B and D in theaters. B and D, a brand new day. Spider-Man, bro. Just say Spider-Man. The fact that I actually had to think about that. BND, brand new day. Freaking Dominic making me use brain cells over here. Who do you think you are? It's been 10 minutes and we already did 50 resets or 50 checks for it. That's pretty cool. Pretty good speed. I like it. As long as I don't forget to freaking count the counter. Touch the button. As long as I don't forget to touch the button. Summer thinking? I don't do that. I have like one thought a day, and recently that thought goes to you guys know who, to potential date. Engrosh. Englosh. Yes. Something like that. Can't brain cell today. But yeah, tonight I just want to play some games. After stream, I need to make some eggs. I've been craving. I don't know if you guys have ever had a seafood boil, but I have the when will you wear wig? Huh? Why are you substituting the W for a V? Then the vigs. What the English? When will you wear wigs? I'm not wearing wigs, bro. My hair is natural. dude. I fucking start. I'm gonna start sounding like Yennefer over here. You don't know the videos? No, I don't know the videos. What videos? No, I don't know. What should I play on my Switch? What games do you have? What are the options? I might say a game that you don't have. So, what are the options? List some of them in the chat. It was an interview? I don't know. I've never seen that video. Send it later? Okay. All I remember is she said she was 12. Fucking weirdo. But yeah, seafood boil. Anyone who has had seafood boil, I have shrimp, I have egg, I have potato. I want to make some. And okay, so right now I made the mistake of buying the huge 60 egg box of eggs because it was cheap and I need to eat more protein. So I told myself, get some eggs. So I bought a freaking 60 box of eggs and I've used maybe like 4 of them. I used one for French toast and I used the other 3 for a cake that I made. And I'm just like, yeah, these eggs need to go. Like, I need to use them. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a dozen eggs, or maybe even like 20, maybe even 20. I'm gonna boil some eggs, and then I'm going to use that seafood boil seasoning, like the Cajun butter, and that's gonna be like my snack because right now I'm not eating a lot. I'm on a calorie deficit. I have to be consuming protein and fiber. So right now it's like nothing but like chicken and like potatoes, um, my protein shakes, uh, high fiber and high protein stuff. And because of that, eggs, protein I could do with a little bit of butter because of the Cajun butter. But that's about it. Did you make the boo cake pops yet? What do you mean the boo cake pops yet? The boo cake pops, like BOU cake? What is that? I started making the chocolate cake pops I'm gonna make for potential bay. Uh, Zaza, Minecraft, Mario Odyssey, Violet. I would say play some Zaza. Do some side missions, some side quests. The girly? No, I haven't made the cake pops for girly yet because I started them. I already rolled them. They're currently in the freezer, just chilling there until they are ready to um, be coated. I have everything else though. Um, but no, yeah, I haven't met up with Broly yet. It's gonna be over next weekend. Next weekend is when we're hanging out. Oh, the bouquet. Okay, now I know. Okay, because it's gonna be a little bouquet of cake pops. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. So no, okay. So I don't know if you guys knew, but there's a process to making cake pops. It's not just make them in an hour and you're done. So with the cake pops, you have to make the cake when the cake comes out and when it's like baked, and you have to crumble it down. You have to wait for it to cool, crumble it down, and then you have to. I'm not gonna say my secret, but you have to use some sort of adhesive, um, like a paste, to roll them up. Sometimes people use like a tasteless frosting, like a flavorless frosting, and basically just roll it into a giant ball, and then you make the little you individually roll the small little cake pops, whatever size. Yes, and once you have them rolled up, you can't just stick the stick in them and coat them in chocolate, because if you do, they will fall off the stick. They'll just slide off. So they need, and or if you don't cool them, they will just crack. So what I do is I stick them in the freezer for a few hours, and then I bring them out. I always do it in an airtight container. I always like air seal them, and then once they're solid, once they're hard, you stick them with the stick, and then that's how you coat them. You hold them by the stick, you dip it in the hot chocolate, and then you put whatever toppings you're gonna put on them. In this case, I'm still deciding if I'm gonna be putting um, the coffee sugar, the espresso sugar, or if I'm gonna be using like coconut. I already know she's not allergic to anything, so that's good. Why am I getting translations? Let me fix that really quick. Hold on, uno momento, guys. I'm seeing translations in this stupid chat again. There you go. I have a process with cake pops. Here I open my mouth, pop it in, and I eat it in one bite. Then close my mouth and chew a bit and done magic. I've seen that before. Someone actually, I have a friend who did that before. Mini M&Ms. What about mini M&Ms? Do you mix them into the cake? Is that what you're talking about? I 2C translation. Yeah, topping. So how do you top them though? Do you just like put like a couple M&Ms on top, or you crush them? Because having the recess cups crumbles would be kind of nice. Not gonna lie. I personally like doing espresso sugar to give them like a little bit of a little bit of an adrenaline. Crush it, push, huh? Yeah, you just place them on top. You've never had like crushed M&Ms? Yeah, you just break them. That's it. Simple. Kind of like how you mix uh Butterfingers and Reese's cups into ice cream. They're crushed. They're like chopped. Push it. Pop it. No, not a toy. It's a cake pop. But yeah, in this case, I don't know if I wanna do coconut or if I wanna do espresso sugar. I can do almonds. I have sprinkles, but that's kind of boring. That's just more sugar. Oreo ice cream bites. I mean, I've done those before. You just get cookies and cream ice cream, roll it into a ball, freeze them again, and then coat them in chocolate, freeze them again. And with this encounter, we hit 3,000, guys. Cheesecake? Dang it, 3,000 encounters and no Chinese yet. Ah. Corfy cheesecake with Oreo crust. That does sound good. I've also done that one. I've also done uh chocolate cheesecake cake pops with Oreo crumbs on top with white chocolate. I've also made what my nephew calls Candyland cake pops. It's a strawberry cake with white chocolate and crushed peppermint on top. I even said bippity boppity shiny on 3000. Damn. You probably just took my dude. I swear, the new set of evolving skies, a freaking ruler of the skies on TCG has been taking all my shiny luck because I ended up getting a shiny Plusle and a shiny Slowbro from the TCG packs. I'm not happy about that. I was hoping to use that luck for this game, for this hunt. Yes, I know. Oh well, you said so, bro. Slow, bro. Damn, how do you not know how to pronounce or spell the name of the Pokemon that you sim for, bro? Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Eerie Pump? Yes. Hydro spell. Typed it too fast? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I still got some clothes to put away later on tonight. It has to be done today because I know that if I do it tomorrow, I'm just gonna stack more on top of it. Since tomorrow is my laundry day, I'll go to my corner to crime. I'll join you, but in the freezer. I want to come out of that freezer with proof. I want those tears frozen on my face. I know why Ghastly Evil Line was together in anime. Why? They're a family. Because they're a gang. R.A. It's a good one. They're like the cholos of that tower or what? Oh. Guys, recently my dog's been an asshole. He's been chewing on everything. Gang with a hard R, yes. The only time it's ever allowed. I cast Feel Gooder on AJ. Feel Gooder. Why not? Why not feel better? Whoa now, wow now. Are you not a fan of spells being cast upon you, making you into a feel gooder, a feel goober? Justin, you there? You goober? What if I don't want to be a gooder of this feel? Just do it, man. Just do it. There's cookies at the end. Because he doesn't need it better than all of us. He needs to be gooder inside. So he needs to heal mentally. In English. Thing. After family reunions and work, this is what you guys want to talk about? Feeling gooder? CC? Uh, come on, dude. Just shine already. I want to do something else. I wanna reset a different Pokemon. CCC? Yes. You forgot CC, like CC in an email. saw my niece and held her standing for the first time. I was scared. I'd be like her father and drop her. Her father dropped me. Damn. Wait, 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 wait. Are you saying that someone dropped you, or her dad already dropped her? Nani? It's okay. It happens. He didn't drop her. He dropped you. Damn. Damn. And that's why you like Pokemon? I'm just kidding. Nobody dropped me as a kid. Nobody dropped me when I was a baby. That's why I'm special. You're so special. I haven't really. Let me correct that. The only thing I've eaten today is Cheez Its. I had like a small little handful of Cheez Its today. I should go get more. Radiohead? Yeah. Righto. Yeah, I had some Cheez Its today, then that's all I've had. That's all I've had today. I kind of filled my. So, okay. So, I mentioned that I stayed in bed later. That I slept in. When I woke up, I was thirsty. I drank like 3 water bottles, and then I felt super full. So I just went back to bed, and that's basically it. I woke up and I was like, let me feed my dog and cat, and I got a little handful of Cheez-Its, and I haven't been hungry since. Oh, ooh, ooh. I just had a friend text me saying that she has drama to tell me about. She's got some tea to spill. I'm pretty sure it's regarding her her friend that she's seeing. Not dating, but they're trying to. I guess you want to say it's a work in progress. Look at us being adults. Not the tea. Yes, the tea. I mean, I'll tell you guys if it's not something too personal on her end. All right. So in the meantime, I'll tell you my tea as well too. I'll tell you my conversation with potential bae. Um, she basically just like reassured me in some way, and she did it in like the best way possible, in like the cutest way, I will say. Because I think I told you guys about my friend already. I have a friend who I am thinking about no longer speaking to. Just to give you guys a little reminder, I have a friend who I haven't spoken to in like 2 months because these past 2 years, she developed sort of like a victim personality, and anytime something bad happened to her, she basically took her anger out on me, and I'm just there like, what the fuck did I do? Like, why are you mad at me for? Like, I'm just here to listen to you. I'm just here to help you, dude. Like, what the hell? Like, I'm the one that she called whenever she was going through her like boyfriend shit, and I'm just there like listening to her. Like, I'm just the therapist basically, and she was getting angry at me, and I'm like, what the hell? So, and then there was to add to that, there was a couple times where I'm the one who needed to talk. Like, I needed a vent. Um, Shit happened to me, and I needed to talk to someone. And the times that I called her, she never answered. So in that case, I started like drifting apart away, like on purpose, um, keeping some distance. So like basically, hopefully, she notices my absence, but she never reached out. And then that's when I'm like, how come it is that the only time we hang out is when I'm the one reaching out to her, like, hey, do you want to hang out? Hey, let's go get this. Hey, let's go do that. She was never reaching out to me. So like I said, friendship felt very one sided. So this year, it's been the for me the year it's been for talk to whoever talks to you. So if someone's in your life and they don't reach out to you, don't fucking talk to them. So I'm on that bitch mood this year. So I'm like, if you don't reach out to me, I'm not gonna reach out to you. Like, have a good fucking day. It's that simple. Uh, Talk to those who show they care about you, and that's what my year's been like. She basically was added to that list. Uh, Stop talking to them and see how long it takes for them to talk to you. So I was telling potential bae about her, and I was like giving her some information on, like, like we've known each other for the past 12 years. We've been really good friends. I've always treated her like a sister because growing up I wanted a sister, and like she's like the closest thing I ever had to a sister. Like that's how I treat her, as if she was my sister. That's how we talk to each other. We've never been attracted to each other in any way, and she basically gave me her. I asked her like, what should I do? I need like a female's perspective, and she told me her answer. We continued talking, and then there was a moment where like it took her a while to respond, and she was like, "I have a question for you." I was like, "What's up?" And she was like, "Do you like your friend?" And I'm like, "Oh no!" Like I was wondering why she was taking so long to reply, and I was like, "If you're referring to the one that we were just talking about," I'm like, "No, like I'm not interested in her at all. Like I'm not her type. She's not my type." Um, Whenever we have like any sort of like relationship problems, whenever I have a crush on someone, she's the one I would go to. Like I would never like I was never attracted to her in that way. And then again, she took a long ass time to reply, but she said like the most reassuring thing. She tells me, I'll just read you the text. It says, "Good. I thought I had some competition," and I was just like, "Damn, that's like a pretty freaking good save right there." And then we just continued talking. It was a pretty good. It was a pretty fun shop for rings now. Well, I am not trying to scare her away before anything even happens, dude. Like we still haven't hung out in person, which is next weekend. So yes, things are going well so far. Like I said, we're still talking, not overthinking anything, or at least trying not to. But yeah, we talked some more about some personal stuff, and that's basically it. Like over the week or throughout the week. Other than that, it's been just pretty chill. She's doing her thing, I'm doing my own. This week has been pretty busy for both of us, I will say that. And then I'm trying to like let her know that not being too straightforward, but like I'm trying to like give her that reassurance that so if you guys don't know, yes, I am fucking loyal. Okay, uh, I learned from my older sibling. Um, you're a bitch if you cheat. As someone who has been cheated on, I would never do that to someone else. I stick to one person at a time. I only have eyes for one person at a time. So I'm trying to basically reassure her of that. There's no one else in my life that I am interested in but her. But I haven't told her that yet. Obviously, I'm not going to be that straightforward. Um, it'd be weird to admit to someone that you're interested in them before you guys even get the chance to hang out. So I'm holding on to that one, but I'm trying to drop like those subtle hints, like there's no one else. Like you got no competition. It's all you. So proud of me, man. Thank you. I'm proud of myself. But then again, I'm trying not to like keep anything from her because, like, realistically, I have nothing to hide. So it's just like every time we text, I feel like it's just the 21 questions. We're just getting to know each other. Apart from that, I've been wanting to play Pokopia and I haven't. You two are loyal. That's how it should be. Oh, we're getting a raid. Billin Flange. I hope I pronounced your name right. Hello, welcome on in. Thank you very much for the raid. Punch Mike Hugwood, welcome on in. Hey, thank you so much. Aaron White, welcome on in. I like the Assassin's Creed picture. Hope you guys are all having a great night. Thank you, AJ, for dropping that link in the chat. We're just shiny hunting Deoxys right now. We were just chilling, talking about girl stuff. Um, your name sounds very familiar. I'm almost certain that I have like seen your streams before. If I'm not mistaken, you are currently in, I believe, I can't remember if it was Safari Zone, but I know there's like 30 freaking games on your screen. I was a little curious as to how that works, but I wouldn't be able to keep up with that many screens. You bet, no worries at all. Welcome on in. Like AJ said, my niece makes this cute sound that sounds like hi. Okay. Girl stuff, yeah. Yeah, some girl I'm talking to. You've seen me before? I have, yes. There's a very big chance that I might even be sub to you already. Like I said, the name sounds familiar. Yeah, I basically mod for like half of YouTube, so I'm constantly recommending people rate other streamers that get to know each other. So kind of like, I don't know if you're familiar with like John Gordon, or if you're familiar with Just Me the Guy, Happy Snappy Turtle. Yeah, those are all people that I watch like religiously. I'm always lurking. I'm a big lurker. Domestic Fishy, Bald Gamer, Puffin. Yeah, all those people. I'm constantly lurking on their channels. I'm constantly looking for new shiny hunters. Yeah, I'm a big lurker. I just hang out. I don't talk. And then when you guys get the shiny, I'm like, hey yo, that's what's up. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Let's go here. Bald and Puffin are go to they are. Yeah, I've been watching their streams for quite a couple years now. How many have you been doing this? I've only been doing this for about 6 days, not consistently, and it's only been like 2 or 3 hours every so often. Um, my work schedule keeps me kind of busy, so I'm trying to get back into a more like active life, going to the gym, and then I also work another job, so I don't really get much game time. And I'm also playing other games, like I play Rivals a lot. I've been playing Echoes of Aincrad, that I should probably play more. I want to go back to playing more Pocopia off stream. Um, yeah, I didn't really have much game time until this weekend because I've been working a lot. And then I also just finished training for the new position at work as an instructor, and it's a lot of learning. So yeah, these past couple of months have been busy, especially with like some recent life changes. But we're hanging in there. I'm trying to play these games as much as I can. Yeah, thank you, AJ, for dropping that link. For any of you who was here before the raid, make sure you click that link and go sub to Billin. I hope I'm saying that right, by the way. Thank you guys very much for the raid. Good to have you guys here. Yeah, this is basically all I do, just shiny hunt across different games. I've played Legends EA or Zaza. Basically every game that comes out. I'm excited for Winds and Waves next year. Still need to get a second Switch too, though. I'll definitely be playing that. Pokemon Fire, thank you. Have a good stream. Thank you, thank you. I'm in Zaza. Hey, there you go. Are you gonna be doing the side quest like I recommended? You got it, Dylan. Gotcha. Thank you. Appreciate you letting me know. But yeah, I was wondering like how do you do that with like the 30 plus screens? Like how do you check all of them? I feel like I would miss something if I found a shiny like that. I feel like I would miss it. Like, do you act? Oh my god, do you actually have that many consoles all linked to one controller? Thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. I'm terrible at telling people to subscribe. I'm terrible at it. It's not something I do, especially when viewers are used to hearing it from every single person. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. I don't want to be one of those people. So because I'm also terrible at telling people to do that. Got a shiny alpha fish, the magic card, or the wait, is Feebas is in DLC, right? Zaza missed a couple before. Comes to years of doing it and being very certain of myself before I run. Have 32 game cubes, 32 wave birds, 16 fires. Jesus. And then there's people over here having a hard time finding that one copy. Are they legit copies though? They're not reproduction copies. Wave bird receivers, one controller. Damn, that's a lot. Magikarp. Was it the same one that I was hunting for in area or wild zone like 3? Yeah, those are real copies. That's expensive. That sounds expensive. Yep, all legit. Only 7 are English. Rest are Japanese certs. I don't know if you noticed, but my bottom game is actually in Spanish. I am bilingual. I do speak Spanish. So yes, my bottom copy is in Spanish. We need to be careful when we encounter that. When we encounter the shiny. I don't want to misclick. I noticed honorable mention on a shiny fail that I have done on stream live. Um, I once accidentally ran from a shiny Giratina in BDSP. And not gonna lie, I very likely am just going to buy the English version of Leaf Green on the second Switch because you can't do the Nugget exploit in the Spanish games. Or I don't know if you knew about this, but do you know the Golden Nugget bridge exploit with the Team Rocket member in Cerulean City? You keep letting it kill you, and you just keep getting the nuggets every time you talk to him. In Spanish and any other language, you can't do that. That's an only English thing. I didn't know about that until I started playing. I'm like, hey, excuse me, like I think you're supposed to give me nuggets, sir. And it's like, nope. I'm like, damn, just wasted my time. It does work for Japan too. Okay, I never tested that. I know for Spanish it doesn't. I thought it was kind of weird. I was like, why would they do that? Anyhow, yes, I did fail a shiny Giratina. I accidentally ran from it. It was because of the interaction. I was used to spamming a certain amount of times, and then it gave me that. I was under the assumption that I had already clicked fight, and I moved up to go down to select false swipe instead of sport. I had a Smeargle. Sport was at the top. Um, false swipe was at the bottom. I had already soaked it, so it was a water type. And I thought I clicked fight, but what I actually did is I clicked out of the little text that it tells you like, oh, your Pokemon loves you or whatever. It resisted an attack. That little message. So I clicked out of that text and then I went up and I clicked on run. I crashed out so hard, dude. I wish I could go back. I'm probably gonna have to go back if someone clipped. I'm pretty sure somebody timestamped it for me, like the shiny Giratina fail. But I still got it under odds. Um, it was under odds when I found it and failed it, and then once again I found it like I think maybe 1,000 encounters later, maybe less. It was still a tough thing to go through. They have never played the Japanese game, so I wonder if it would be hard to read. Yo, what's up, Justin? Is it more chicken butt, or did you finally get the shiny? Please tell me good news. Please tell me you found the shiny. Still haven't played my Japanese Monster Hunter games. I think you already mentioned, um, you already answered the question that I had about that. But can you remind me one more time? Do you have to have a Japanese console to play a Japanese game or no? I can't remember if you had answered that question yet. I think you did. I just forgot. I forgot. Nope. Game Boy players are region free. What about DSs? Like a DS Lite? I think for mine is special DS. And you have that Japanese Monster Hunter on what console? DS, I think, is region free too. So the reason I was asking AJ about this a while back, it was because a couple years ago, I had gone to like one of those retro gaming stores, and they had a Japanese copy of Platinum. I think between like 40 to 60 bucks, and I was gonna buy it, but the person I went to visit, because it was out of state, the person I went to go visit, they're like, "Oh, you can't use that anyway." He's like, "Unless you have a Japanese console," and I was like, "What?" It's like, "Yeah, you can't play a Japanese game on an English console," so I never bought it. So if it turns out that I can play a Japanese game on an English console, that just makes me pissed off even more. Makes me hate that person even more. Had to buy a Japanese 3DS to play them, but I think for certain games only. Gotcha. Dang it! What happened? What happened, Dominic? No shinies? Where were you looking? Could be wrong, but I don't think the DS is locked. Rip. It would have still been pretty cool to have a Japanese copy of Platinum. It's probably amongst one of my favorite games too. One of my favorite Pokemon games. Oh, you're looking at the Wild Zones. There was somebody at work who I told I was gonna look. I was gonna send them pictures of my Pokopia, my the very first village, because I have a very forest village theme going on in that game. I told them I was sending them pictures, and I always forget. I feel bad now. But I also still need to progress in the game a little more too. Sorry for the weird chair noises. Ow. Bye. I don't know if I said it or not, but I meant to say that I sub out. Yeah, you did earlier. That's why I went into the fact that I am terrible at reminding people to do that. Yeah, appreciate you, by the way. Thank you again for the raid. If you don't mind me asking, what time zone are you in? I'm in Arizona, so it is currently 9:20 p.m. for me. I know AJ's from the future. He's 3 hours ahead of me. I bet I was streaming for 8 hours, brain as much. No worries, it happens. Is that the? Do you usually stream for 8 hours, like daily? Because I do see you. I do see you are live a lot of, like, most of the time. Oh, you're also MST, but you are in one of the other states that does mountain time. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Arizona and Hawaii are not affected by daylight savings, so you're from the future as well. We should be in the same time zone, but you're from the future. 3 to 4 days a week, 3.5 to 6 hours per stream, 4 hours average. That's pretty cool. Pretty good. Pretty good. And you're currently doing Safari Zone, right? Or did I not pay attention? I thought I had seen like um the duo Kangaskhan. Oh, you're in Canada. Okay. I thought you were in the. I guess I assumed you were in the states. Ah, have been since the day before Safari started. I wish I can participate in those. Um, I don't know how So okay, first of all, I absolutely hate the Safari Zone. I've never been a fan of it. Safari Zone to me is like Pokemon Go, and I am not a fan of just throwing Pokeballs. Any When it comes to like catching shinies, legendaries, whatever, that first Pokeball throw, first turn has never, not once, ever caught me anything. All these people with, oh, I threw a Pokeball and caught my shiny legendary, and I'm like, I over here have to fucking put it to sleep, uh, paralyze it, put it to sleep again, let it use all its PP, false swipe it to 1 HP, freaking lower every single one of its stats, and then catch it with like an Ultra Ball after like 60 throws. That's my luck. So I've never been a fan of just throw Pokeballs. Never. Not the biggest fan of Pokemon Go. I play it. I've been playing it since it released, but it's only for the fact of getting shinies. It gets me shinies that I don't have access to in these games, and I'm working towards a shiny living deck. You get a first boss one soon. I don't think I've ever tried. The times that I have, it never worked. I tried a lot of that in the Ultra Sun and Moon games with the wormholes, and sometimes it wasn't even legendaries. It's just regular shinies, like the freaking shiny Quagsire, shiny Lombre, um, shiny freaking Swellow, things like that. And nope, never worked for me. Any shiny. Something we do have upcoming though, the next hunt, because I already have them. The next hunt that we'll be doing after we find Deoxys will be dual shiny hunting all three birds. But I am legit hunting them, as in I will reset for them. I will find the shiny, and when I find the shiny, I will kill it. I will turn the game off, encounter it again, and then catch the regular one, and then save after, so that people know how serious I am. I already have the birds. I don't need them. I will find the shiny and kill it, and I'm gonna do that 3 times. So Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. I'm coming for all three of them, and I have this goal that I have to do it before Winds and Waves come out. Yes, yes, indeed, AJ, a true shiny hunter. You gotta spice it up every once in a while, you know. How to evolve Esper? I believe Esper evolves into Meowstic at like level 20, 21, somewhere between 20 and 25. It's just the standard level up. Speaking of, and you're playing Zaza, so speaking of Zaza, I have not finished that game. I still have not fought Rayquaza. Oh, I opened up 2 random packs of Pitch Black, and I got the Silvally illustration rare, and I got the Chandelure SIR, the Mega Chandelure SIR. And then I'm building a Greninja deck that I just want to have, just to have it. I only have like 12 cards of the 60 that I need. It's funny to think that even water energy cards are hard to come by. It honestly surprises me though how little energy cards are run in a deck. Alright, so right now when we get to 3,200, I'm gonna run to the kitchen just to grab myself some lemonade and another handful of Cheez-Its. Oh, it's gonna be an hour and 2 minutes. I feel like that went by kind of slow. I know I was yawning, but I'm not actually tired. What evolves into Indeedee? Nothing. Indeedee is a like a basic standard Pokemon. Doesn't evolve. Nothing evolves into it. It's just 2 different genders. So male and female, they each look different. How long of a stream? At least 3 hours. I might go a little longer. I might not. But 3 hours is what I'm hoping for. Because I also want to stream tomorrow. I'm making a little bit of a rule for myself on my work days. You said what now? Huh? What? I'm making a little bit of a rule for myself where every Monday through Friday, um, if I don't work my other job because it's optional, if I don't work my other job, I have to do gym and stream. That's my rule. So every day after work, Monday through Friday, I either go to the gym and stream or I'm working my other job. There's no in between, no other option. And then the weekends I could do whatever I want. I can run my errands. I can spend time with the dog and the cat. I can stream. I can gym. I can do anything. You know. All right, let's do this check, and then I will come back. I need to grab my handful of Cheez-Its and my tea. It's just gonna be like not even like a minute or two. It'll be quick. I'll leave the music playing so you guys are not sitting here in silence. 3 hour? Yeah, at least 3 hour. All right, give Give me a second. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go grab a snack. Grab my handful of cheeses. Check upon the dog and the cat. See how the little buttheads are doing. All right, I'm back. What did I miss? Sorry ahead of time if you guys hear like my crunch crunch. I got myself some Cheez-Its. Got myself an Arnold Palmer. Tongue. What does that mean? But yeah, the reason I can't stream for too long. If I could, if I didn't have anything to do tomorrow, I would stream until like 3 in the morning. Because after stream, I do want to watch more House of the Dragon, and then I also need to put some laundry away, and I still need to make some eggs. I'm gonna be watching House of the Dragon while I make my my seafood boil stuff. How to Train a Dragon? I know. I said How to Train a Dragon. I forgot. It's House of the Dragon, not How to Train a Dragon. They start with an H and they end with dragon. Okay. Leave me alone. I'm a Virgo. Okay, it happens. Oh, another thing about potential bae. Future bae. She's already asking about my birthday. She's like, "Oh, when's your birthday?" So I could put it on my calendar. I was like, "Are you flirting with me?" Money for the poor? What do you mean? I am the poor. I'm eating Cheez-Its, bro. It's my dinner. Yep, KFC made his appearance. Dang it, I forgot to buy candle. Alright, maybe this was the wrong container to grab my cheeses. I'm just putting them on a napkin now. Easier to grab. And then something I found out, I don't know if I told you guys that my second job is optional, but it's just Uber Eats. And if I work 8 hours in one day, I'm basically making more than what my job normally pays me, which I should be getting my raise soon for the change in position. But also, I found out that after you've done 2,000 trips with Uber, like I've delivered 2,000 times, they pay for your school, which I thought was kind of cool. For you or a family member. You and AJ are family? I say he's like family. AJ Loki is one of the homies though. AJ, are you going back to school or what? What are you going back to study? What's like majoring? No idea? Hmm. Oh, thanks, Justin. I don't believe you, but thank you. doing astronomy when I'm older. Like stargazing. Piano? What's that? Elaborate. Do you by any chance mean pianist? I honestly wish I could go back to school if it wasn't so damn expensive too. Go back to studying being a helicopter pilot. Well, wouldn't it be 8 years for college for university? So you're interested in manual labor. Oh, that's pretty cool. I heard welding does pay a lot. I have a friend who's a welder in Phoenix, and he basically just does jobs whenever he feels like it. Like people call him up, um, hey, weld this door for me, or hey, seal this like patch this hole in this wall, or make me this gate. Works like 2 or 3 hours. Gets like freaking 2 or 3 thousand bucks for it. Couple grand. 5 or 6 for doctorate. Hmm. I need to look into what it takes to become a helicopter pilot because that's what I want. And then ever since the rest in peace Kobe, ever since the accident with Kobe Bryant, I was like a little bit fearful. Like, why? Oh, she got the tea. She said she's gonna send an audio message. She can send like a voice message. Yeah, voice message. But yeah, I need to look into what it takes for a helicopter pilot. Grandfather used to work on helicopters. He said he wouldn't trust newer ones compared to the ones back then. I've also heard that one of the things for becoming a helicopter pilot is I heard this from someone in the military. Someone who was in the military in the army for 6 years. They told me that something they saw the helicopter pilots do as part of their training in the military. This is specifically in the military, so I don't know if it applies to real ones. That they basically have to know helicopters inside and out. So part of it was helicopter sitting in the garage, tear it down completely, like break it apart piece by piece, and then rebuild it. So in my head, I'm like, dude, I fucking hate Legos. If I can't stand Legos, what makes you think I'm gonna build a fucking helicopter? Breaking it down is easy. Putting it back together, oh fuck no. I wouldn't get on a helicopter that I built, that I reassembled. Oh hell no. I don't think he ever had to do all that. Though I've never asked. Well, the person that I spoke to, like I said, specifically said in the military. He told me when I was in the military, the helicopter pilots, the mechanics, both helicopters and mechanics, anybody who worked with the helicopter, either fixing it, fueling it, um, if there's any mechanical problems, like the mechanics, the pilots, they were the ones who had to work together to break it down piece by piece, reassemble it perfectly. But if I became a helicopter pilot, I wouldn't want to do it for the military. I'm thinking more hospital, news, police, and then not just that, but there's also private helicopter pilots. Like maybe a famous person wants to hire me to be their personal private pilot. I know that a lot of times you do helicopter tours, like around the city. Um, National Guard. You got a lot of options with helicopter pilots, or at least a couple. I mean, I already see myself up in the sky with the big old flashlight. Somebody's running because they stole some beer. Like, I see you, pointing the flashlight at them. He's right there. Police chase on the helicopter with the cameraman in the back. Like, you want to see me do a spin? Do a freaking a little twirl. That'd be fun. Bye, Deoxys. Suck. It's a good thing I don't have to do dishes. Wah. Boy. I'm like sitting down in a yoga pose right now. Do you ever burp at? Oh, don't you ever? Don't you ever burp at me and my son again, ever, Mister? You do know that I could burp at will, right? You're demanding the wrong thing of me. Yep, I could do it at will. Want to see me do it again? Yeah, don't burp at him or his son ever again. I burped. I burped at the microphone. Feel free to lower the volume. I want to watch the Demon Slayer movie again for no reason. I did watch Spider Man. Wait. Did anybody watch Spider Man already? I still need to watch Odyssey as well. Did you watch what? Did you guys watch Spider Man? No? Damn. You mentioned it early, but I already forgot the message. You're going to watch it? You're not going to watch it? Why not? Because it's not an excuse. For a reason why. P.S. Are you just not a fan of Spider-Man? You don't care for Marvel movies? Hmm? 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 Brother, this guy stinks. Small potato is the only spoiler I know. I will allow to see. Oh, yeah. Small potato and big potato. That's not even a spoiler, though. That's just like a little comedy. A little ha ha hee hee moment. Alright, guys, I'm gonna mute really quick because I need to listen to this tea from a friend. I'll be here in chat. Like, I'll be able to see what you guys say, but I'm gonna listen to this really quick. What the hey? All right, that was pretty freaking intense. I got a notification from YouTube that the audio is not working. So, can you guys hear me, or is that just YouTube being stupid? AJ, if you're still here, Dominic, if you're still here, anyone, you can hear me? Okay, cool. So now I have tea to tell you guys. So, but if you want, I can pretend not to hear. Damn. Okay. No, it's just YouTube being stupid, telling me that audio is not working, but apparently it is. If you can hear me, it is working, and I see the mixer on studio. So, anyhow, the drama that my friend just called me with, she was saying that it's a story involving her a current, no, sorry, a an old ex of her. Um, an ex of hers is um it's a distant cousin of her cousin. So they're not related whatsoever. They did like a family tree. They're not related. Um, but her cousin has a distant cousin, and that would be him. So basically, um, they were together a long time ago. Like they just dated for a bit. They didn't really like. They weren't like official, but they dated for a bit. But some stuff came to light because apparently this guy um, is scamming his own family of like credit cards. So he works for a company where he basically tells you, oh, since you signed up for us, these are some of the benefits you get. And one of those benefits is that you'll be sent like a credit card for this much amount. Let's just say $1,000. And basically, he'll tell you, would you like to sign up for that? And he's like, oh yeah, sure. So you give him your information. He signs you up, but the credit card that he ordered for you, he redirects it to his place, to his address. So he gets your credit card. He has your information, and then he basically, um, the company that he works for has access to your messages. So whenever the credit card company asks about a verification number sent through text, he's the one. He already has access to your messages, so he'll get that verification code. So you will receive a verification code for like, what the heck is this? Why am I receiving this? But in reality, it's him confirming your credit card that he's stealing from you, that he signed you up for with your information, and then he's gonna tell you, "Oh, we canceled that credit card." Apparently, so what he did is basically he did that to his cousin's family members, and he's been using his family members' information to sign up for credit cards for himself under their name and basically just spend the money. So now they are the ones receiving texts like, hey, you owe this much. When are you going to make the payment? It's like, what? I don't have that credit card. And I guess when multiple people pieced it together, they figured out it was him. And they're basically just like having like an intervention sort of type thing where they're like, what are we going to do about you? How do you plan on paying this back? How do you plan on fixing this? Or are we involving the police? And I'm like, damn, that sucks. But yeah, she was saying that her cousin told her about it. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. The fact that he's like scamming his own family members and like risk having credit card debt in their name, possibly sending them to the collections. Jesus. Was lurking gonna head out now? Good luck. Hey, thank you very much for hanging out this long. Appreciate you lurking. AJ, if you want to go ahead and grab that link one more time, please, I'd appreciate it. Once again, thank you for the raid. It was nice having you here. Have a great rest of your night. Good luck. I'll probably have to pop into your next stream. Never grab a link again. Okie dokie. Takes away the wrench, or sorry, the shield, because they changed the wrench to a shield now. So you're no longer under my protection. You're no longer under the protection of the blue name. Also, have you guys even watched my the shorts that I've been posting with TCG stuff? Or are you guys fake fans? I mean, I didn't really post it in the Discord for everybody to watch, for everybody to go. I'm just posting those for extra watch time hours, honestly. I'll be honest, I haven't gotten a single notification of your shorts. Dang. Yeah, I posted a couple of shorts with from a TCG pocket. Stonks. I work so hard, man. Val's Pals is living now. What do you mean? Is she live? Dominic, is Val live? There are people in the DCVC. You're not answering my question. Is she live, bruh? So she's in a VC, but she's not live. Oh, well, I'm asking if she's live, like on stream, like on YouTube. That's what I wanted to know. Sad face. I would have like instantly hopped over there. Wait, no, no, no. Dang it. Did you guys see the counter change? I think I clicked. I'm pretty sure I clicked the stupid plus and minus button at the same time. Whatever. I'll take. I'm pretty sure I didn't count it because I pressed the both button. I pressed both buttons at the same time. It's usually what happens. It just stays the same. It's okay. But yeah, I got some pretty cool cards from the whatchamacallit, from the TCG Pocket. And there's a little APOM on the Rotom card. On the Rotom. Yeah, yeah. Screw you, YouTube. I don't believe you anymore. You're in your stupid audio notification saying that it's not working. Whatever. I'm about to test it on my phone. It's working perfectly fine. I can hear myself. What do you mean, YouTube? So stupid. Audio bitrate my butt. You counted the one? Yeet. Why am I craving Sonic's corn dogs? Not the Sonic corn dog, dude. Sonic corn dogs are good. I love how they give you the packet of like ketchup and mustard on the side. I can't remember the last time I had a big corn dog. Craving blood red ketchup and covered Gerber. Craving blood red ketchup covered Gerber. Uh, whatever that is. Can't say I've seen it before. Can't say I've tasted it. You just reminded me of a funny video I saw a while ago of these group of comedians who have like a podcast together. It's Spanish though, so it'd be really weird to translate, or it wouldn't make sense and would it be funny if I translated. Uh, Sea Gerber with ketchup from Gerber King. Okay. Dude, not gonna lie, their Whoppers are pretty good too. Ooh, McDonald's has this freaking Caesar chicken with bacon sandwich. Dude, that sandwich is bomb. If you guys haven't tried it, I highly recommend it. It's chicken, bacon, and Caesar dressing. Dude, holy crap, it's good. Has tomatoes, pickles. It has the like tiny chopped up deep fried onions, like the ones that Subway had, like the crisps, the sub crunch. Dude, it's so bomb. Had Burger King today? Did you really? The bacon Caesar McCrispy, something like that. Dude, that sandwich is bomb. I already had it twice since it came out. No regrets. I was out working Uber and somebody ordered it, and I was like, dude, I'm getting that. Like, I'm waiting in the drive-through because their lobby was closed, so I had to go to the drive-through, and I'm like, I'm getting one. That was bomb. What did you have from King Burger today? The chicken fries, the onion rings, mozzarella sticks. Oh, the mozzarella sticks are pretty good too. The Bacon King, eh, eh. Noise. Nummy food. Got a huge cheese ball on a Solora zip. A slice of a zip. How dare you? What? The Bacon King is meh. I need a oh well, but none of them are cold. I just put them in like an hour or two ago. Yeah, like two or three, 3 hours ago. Yeah, I only put them in 3 hours ago. And oh my god, and I forgot to put freaking water in the ice cube trays too. Hey, 3,400. Whatever, man. Bacon Kings are yummy. First of all, I don't even like that word. Your God. I like C. Time. What is that? Gerber. What the fuck is going on? Time? What is it? What is that? It's a new Pokemon. Anyhow, yum, yummy. I'm not a fan of that word. I think it's such a like childish word when, like, for example, I have a friend who, no, actually, no, she's not a friend, a coworker. I brought a cake to work. I told them, hey, anyone who wants to grab some of that cake, this is what it has. I made it. Feel free to try it out. First thing that comes out of her mouth, she's 27, and she's like, is it yummy? I'm like, girl, you're 27. Shut the. You're not talking to a kid. Is it yummy? What are you fucking 7? What in elementary school? No. I feel like that's a, like, it's such a childish word. If you're fucking in your 20s and you're still using the word yum or like yummy, you're a fucking weirdo. A grown woman, by the way, is crazy. Yeah, she's 27, and she's like, "Is it yummy?" I'm like, hmm. Like those typical Hispanic videos. I'm about to smash your face into that cake so you could eat it and figure out if it's yummy on your own, girl. Hey, I'm not in my 20s. I win. Still, you're officially an adult legally. I think. I hope. Justin with the lurks. What do you mean you hope? The way I speak around you guys, I'd be a little concerned with myself. And then also because I feel like a bad friend because I feel like I forgot the birthdays or like no, I know your birthday. I just can't remember exactly how old you are. I always forget. I literally forget everybody's age. But that's me though. That's because I haven't like spoken to you guys in a while, and at least the time that we spoke about it, like the times that we spoke about your birthdays, it was a while ago. So I know your birthday. You share the same birthday as my mom. That's why I know it. But off the top of my head, I can't remember exactly like your exact age. I have like an estimation, but I don't know the exact age. You, AJ, or Dominic, 2 streams ago. What? You're only 89? Like from 1989 or 89 years old? Said my birthday, dude. I don't remember what I did last weekend. All right, so if you guys want to quiz me this much, when's my birthday and how old will I be? Future Bay already has it on her calendar. Do you guys have it on your calendar? Hmm? Hmm? I don't know what I said 5 minutes ago exactly, dude. Okay, so I'll give you that one. Yes, I will be turning 30. But you see, you guys got it separate though. You see, AJ got the birthday. Dominic guessed the right age that I will be turning. I'm not 30 yet. I'm still 29. So yes, on September 4th, I will be turning 30. I already counted this one. Don't count it again. You knew Dominic would guess the age. Why? I don't believe it. But yeah, in less than a month. It's weird because when I was in like vacation like right after high school, before I started going to college, because Dominic isn't gonna remember your birthday. Okay, I guess I'll give you that. Anyhow, um, when I was in between high school and college, like the summer before I started, I still remember I was telling myself what I wanted was um, to be married and to have at least one kid by the time I reached 30. Turns out I didn't get what I wanted, but you never know. You never know. It might happen in my 30s. I've never been in a relationship longer than a year, so it's kind of like when you're like officially dating someone, like when you guys are like now exclusive, like boyfriend girlfriend, like um, what's the proper amount of time to wait before like marriage? Because like everybody's different. I've seen people who were dating for like 6 months and they got married, which is basically like every Christian couple. Like every Christian couple, they're like dating for like 2 weeks and then they're married like next month. And then I've seen people who are like I know a coworker who's been dating her boyfriend for like the past 10 years. They've been dating since they were 16. They're both the same age, 16. But it's kind of like they've been dating for the past 10 years. They're now 26, and they're still not married. They don't even live together. There's another coworker who um, met her boyfriend 8 months. They moved in together. Um, they've been dating for 3 years. They're not married. I have a friend who was dating his girlfriend for 2 years. They got married and moved in together the exact same day. You know, it's different for everybody. The only girlfriend that I've had that lived with me, we were dating for 2 months and then she moved in, and I was fine with that. But then again, I was the reason why she had to move. When we started dating, her mom sort of like didn't like that she was being rebellious. Like she was already an adult. Like we both were. We were both in our early 20s, but she didn't like that she was being like rebellious, like coming home late, staying out after work. So like we both worked from like 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Like she wanted her home like right away. So she's like, "Oh, if you think you're your own boss, like you can move out of my house." And she did. She moved in with me. I don't think her mom and her brothers ever liked me, but I don't care. I really don't. No, I really do hope things work out with her though. Like I'm taking my time. I'm not rushing anything. I'm being very cautious, or at least trying to be. Specifically when it comes to relationships, like I have that patience. I'd rather not rush into anything. Who knows? What if I like rush into it and then all of a sudden she's like, "Oh, I got 14 cats," or "Oh, my mom's coming to live with us." Like, hey, yo, what? One in a million of a picosecond? What the heck is that? One out of a million picosecond. Second. What are you talking about? Pico de gallo is a food, not a second, or anything having to do with time. Eye tooth eye. That doesn't answer my question. 1 millionth of a picosecond, smaller than a second or millisecond. That's how fast it should have taken you to marry. Nah, I don't even think anything can ever be that fast. What's something that's 1 millionth of a picosecond fast? Is that supposed to be like the speed of light or the speed of sound? Apart from those two, I don't think anybody could be that fast. The Flash can suck my. Me eating food. Me has already eaten cheeses. I ate 150 calories worth of cheeses. I had one serving. To be exact, I had 27 crackers. I do hate the fact that I associate watching TV or anything like on Netflix or YouTube with food. So whenever I'm watching something, I feel the need to eat and I don't want to. I do have the stuff to make hot dogs. 1 second it's there, it's next it's just gone suddenly. Damn. I'm pretty sure the blink of an eye isn't that faster. Isn't that fast? Watch 60 Pound Life. No, because then that's gonna be me in the show, bro. 600 Pound Life, not 60. 600. I mean, if that was a 60 pound life, yeah, I'm down. I'd watch that. I'd admire to be like that. Ooh, actually, speaking of, I do need to remind uh Jared to see if he's worked on my brother. I clicked A, not B. But yeah, I need to um follow up with Jared to see if he has worked on the stuff that I asked him for. There's a series where a fat person and a skinny person switch diets for. Oh hell, dude! You know that they're both suffering. You know that the skinny person is struggling to eat as much as that person eats, and then the big person is like, "Oh, I need food. Give me." Someone in 60 second. Someone in 60 pound life. Oh no, a small gust of wind. Yeah, pretty much. A freaking gets knocked down by a leaf blower. Straight up fucking Final Destination stuff going on right there. Yeah, you know they're both struggling. You know the big person is like I'm dying, and then the skinny person is like just exhausted, like do I have to eat that much? Like, ah damn. They're just struggling. Oof. Oof size extra large. Favorite gang member is Michael Jackson. That's another movie I need to watch. I need to watch that movie too. I haven't seen it. I did see this video of there's this these two people doing a podcast, a guy and a girl, and then they're like 1 hour of nothing but silence, and then every once in a while it's broken by Michael Jackson sounds. So like whatever, they play the video and nothing happens. Like 7 minutes in, and they just giggle like what, and they just forget they put that video in the back and they just forget it's there, and they just go on with their podcast, and then it's just constant Michael Jackson noises. Have that video saved, so do I, dude. It's funny. It showed up on my For You page one day. Well, I saw it on Facebook. I saved it on there. Like I said, I only save like memes, and I save like food videos. Worth it. You complex deuda. I wanted to watch that show again, and it's no longer on Netflix, dude. I was salty. Have any of you guys seen the 100? You haven't seen it? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it. I wanted to watch it again. If you don't know what it's about, um, basically Earth is no longer inhabitable. Like nobody could live on Earth, and they created a giant spaceship called the Ark, and they basically just continued civilization up there. Um, so where the show starts is when they are starting to run out of supplies, out of resources. So they're running low on oxygen. They're running low on food. Um, the government is like just crashing. Everything's destabilizing basically, and obviously there's a prison system. Well, they created rules, and the main character shouldn't even be alive. One of the rules they established up there is to preserve resources is that every couple can only have one kid. You can only have one child. The main character is the second child. So the main character's parents had her, and she has an older sibling. Um, she was because she was a second baby. She was in prison when she was discovered, and now that they're running low on resources, they send 100 prisoners in a spaceship down to Earth again to see if it's inhabitable, to see if they're able to retake Earth. And then, yes, they find out that Earth is livable again. But then it goes from there because now these prisoners are like, oh, this planet is ours. Like, we don't want them to come down, so let's not communicate that with them. So it's like it's basically just a struggle that starts from there. A bunch of infighting. It's a pretty good show. And then there's other stuff, of course. There is still people who live on Earth. There's people who survived whatever happened. Shut up, Deoxys. Oh, wow. Do any of you guys know when the form change is noticeable? Like when is it when you does it the form change show up when once you catch it? So once I catch the Deoxys, will it show up in my party as like the speed form or attack form or like the freaking defense form? I think LeafGreen is the one that gets the defense form. And if I'm not mistaken, FireRed gets speed. I hope it's speed because that's my favorite one, the speed one. Bye. Why did I suddenly remember? Have you guys seen the Diamond and Pearl anime? There's a on the soup store in the soup store, soup in the soup store. Okay. There's a an episode or on the episode where Ash fights Fantina. I'm pretty sure he loses to her, but he has to rematch her. Um, Ash basically copies her strategy, but it involves having his Pokemon use an attack and breakdance at the same time. So you see Pikachu using Thunderbolt, and he's like popping breakdancing moves on the floor to like make his electric attacks kind of like create like this little whip barrier with made of electricity. If that makes any sense. Think of like living vines, just like whipping back and forth, but they're made of like lightning. And he does the same with like Chimchar. I think it's funny. 100 years ago, yeah. I'd rewatch that. I think it's one of the longer ones. I can't believe I've seen all of the Gen 5 anime, but not the Gen 4. Yeah, Diamond and Pearl. I know he loses to Rourke and rematches him. I know he loses to Fantina. I honestly cannot remember the fight against Wake. I can't remember the fight against Byron. I know I can't remember how he beats Gardenia either. Kalos was still the best anime? I don't know. I think it had some really good final fights like the Elite Four, like when he's doing the championship. I feel like those were some really good battles there, but I wouldn't say it was the best anime. See, when it comes to Pokemon, I actually enjoy the filler. Like the one from Hoenn, the Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. I like the what you call it. I like the episode with the Golden Sudowoodo. Kalos just has a lot more mature animation. Was great. I like Ash in the first anime, especially towards Misty. What do you mean? How he was just like an absolute savage? The roasting, like she was a Thanksgiving rotisserie chicken. That I don't remember. I don't remember that. She was the Thanksgiving rotisserie chicken. The one that I always remember is the one that Brock says. There's a there's this girl that they're looking for, and then it's this little kid who's like looking for her, and Brock is like, no, they say, he's like, what do you like about this girl? Anyways, like, well, I like the way she looks, but I hate the way she treats me. And then freaking Brock is like, she can violate my rights anytime. He's just like drooling in the back. It's like, damn, Brock, chill. But yeah, Brock and Ash were savages on that first that first show. I like how back then the sense of humor was fun, where it wasn't like, oh my god, I'm offended. Yeah, the rich kids, And then look, I kind of like how Brock is like a big flirt, but not gonna lie, it was kind of cool when in the Hoenn where Lucy like actually liked Brock too. Like she wasn't like normally whenever Brock like flirted with all the girls, um they would always like obviously show some kind of like disgust. Like he would just grab Officer Jenny's hands and she would like back up immediately, and then Lucy's over here like blushing. And then there is the one in Sinnoh where when he likes Cynthia, and then Kroguk is about to like jab him, and Cynthia looks at him, and even he's like, "Oh, never mind. Like I'm gonna stop that now." He's like, "Yeah, you know you're right. You know he was right. Why are you judging Kroguk?" Yeah, those were pretty good Pokemon episodes. But no, Krogunk was not there for Lucy because that's Hoenn. Krogunk is Gen 4. So Krogunk only ever saw Cynthia and after. Yeah, because Brock is hitting on Cynthia, and then Krogan comes out, and right as he's about to jab Brock, Cynthia just like peeks over and like smiles at Krogan, and then he just stops himself like, oh damn, never mind. This one's actually kind of cute. I'm going back in the Pokeball, and he just stops, like shakes his head or like rubs his head and then dips. He's like, never mind, I'm not gonna jab you today. This one's actually good, Brock. Good choice, solid choice. But yeah, with Lucy, he's over the blush. She's over the blushing. The most memorable episode of the very first season for me is kind of a sad one. It's the one where Ash and his group find the group of Pikachu's in the forest, and Pikachu wants to stay with them, and then he basically has to like unofficially release Pikachu. He wants to leave him in that forest and just leave, and it's like one of their like very first like breakup, and Ash is like super sad about it, and then Pikachu ends up going back because he figures out like no, I don't belong here. Like he's enjoying his time there, but he's like nah, I don't belong here. Bye bye Butterfreeze, man. Like the one where Charizard finally accepted Ash. The one with the fossils where Charmeleon evolves into Charizard is a funny one. How Aerodactyl kidnaps Ash. Oh, actually, AJ, you just reminded me of something. So you mentioned Instagram, and I remember this because this happens with Charizard too. So the Charmander episode is kind of funny at times. Which Charmander episode? Charizard did not care. No, no, no. Okay, so you reminded me. Like I said, it's I basically put two and two together in that episode that I just told you about, where Charmeleon evolves into Charizard because Ash got kidnapped by Aerodactyl. Um, in that episode, the way it ends is Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff basically sings and puts everybody to sleep. With Sing, he puts Ash, Aerodactyl, Charizard to sleep. They basically fall to the ground and everybody's saved. Except Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl gets buried alive, basically. Aerodactyl's asleep, free falling, lands on the ground, gets buried alive somehow, and that's basically the end of the episode. But everybody's asleep. All the architects, all the diggers, the whole group, except just Jigglypuff. Anyhow, you mentioned Instagram as well. Not too long ago, I saw a video of you know how people have unique collections. Like for example, there's one person who collects only Pikachu. Their binder is nothing but Pikachu cards. There's someone who like, oh, I only collect cards of Pokemon eating. There was one that I saw that she shows her binder to the vendor. The very first page, nothing but Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff. And in the center is a custom made card with the Jigglypuff from the anime with the freaking marker. The entire binder is filled with nothing but Pokemon that are already asleep, and she puts on the sleeve like she does a little drawing as if it was Jigglypuff who put them to sleep. Dude, I thought that was like one of the most creative ideas. That should look badass. So it's every Pokemon falling asleep, but the sleeve that the Pokemon is into has like a little doodle over as if it was Jigglypuff who put them to sleep and then got pissed off, so he went and drew on their face. Dude, that was very creative. I thought that was pretty cool. And I think in that video, the one that she was looking for a sleeping gloom, and then she added she so you see her like get the card, put the card in a sleeve, and then she draws the little doodle on the sleeve. I thought that was pretty badass. She does like the glasses and the mustache on the gloom. And then in the very front, it's just a freaking angry Jigglypuff with the Sharpie with the marker. They say people aren't creative anymore. I think this is pretty creative. Use my trusty frying pan as a drying pan. Yep, I remember that one. I can't think of any other episodes from the very first one. Mm, there's the episode where it's mainly Jesse and James. They end up back in the house where James grew up because James was like a rich kid. And oh, dude, James would have been so broken, and their missions to steal a Pikachu would have been more successful. Um, James was supposed to have like a Growlithe that he didn't take with him because he's a rich kid who ran away from home and joined Team Rocket, and he had a Growlithe as a kid. He had a little Growlithe puppy. Growly, yeah. And then there's that girl that little girl that looks a lot like Jessie that wants him to come back. She like kidnaps him with like her Vileplume or something like that. So you spelled it right. Just add the word the. Growl I the Growlithe. So Growlithe. Growlithe. However it's spelled. No, no. What do you mean no? That was called Growly. Oh, the Pokemon, yeah. Growly. I will eventually get the Charmander Amber. You will. I believe in you. How many encounters are you at? I'm EP. I was EP too, but I drank some lemon iced tea, and now not anymore. When I stream, I should probably have my lights on because I think that's what makes me EP. If I'm being honest. 643 encounters. Oh my god, that's not a lot. How many are you doing? It almost feels as if you should have already gotten it because of the time. Like you, every time I'm playing this, you're always hunting it. So like, how is it that you're getting like such small amount of encounters though? Like I know I'm double hunting, but like still, I don't know if you're going like the same pace as I am. I'm doing these as fast as I can. I don't know if we'll make it to 4,000 today, but we're gonna get close. I think at least 3,800 for sure. Always on VR and forgetting about Charmander. Damn. Who got you on that VR? Huh? What game are you playing on that VR? Huh? Yeah, I think 200 encounters in the next 40 minutes is doable. I feel like I haven't watched anime in quite some time. VR chat. I don't know what that is. I don't know. I've never played any VR games. Justin. I just know that they're a thing for nasties. Okay. All right. Good night, Dominic. It's fun having you here. Surprised Lonely hasn't popped in. Only one cool person on VR show. Didn't even know you had that. Like you're talking about the device, right? Like that headset you put on, like that VR chat. No, you can play a desktop version. I have no idea what that is. Oh, desktop. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. I, I feel like I just got one of my freaking cat hairs on in my mouth. But anyhow, before that hair rudely interrupted, I was gonna say, I forgot. Fuck. Damn it! What was I gonna say? Oh, I want to do a wild encounter shiny hunt, but I don't know what. I don't know what area. I can't. Seppu stopped playing 2 to 3 years ago. Bye, Deoxys. Deoxys would have been so much cooler if it was like purple, purple and black, or purple and yellow. Stepping away. Okie dokie. I've also been sleeping on VRC though. What do you mean sleeping? You just, I mean, I know you've fallen on VC before, like in chat, like Discord VC. I want to play Rivals, but at the same time, I just want to drop the game completely. I haven't played at all, or haven't played much this season. I haven't even bought the Battle Pass yet. I don't think I am going to. Not even the rewards for this season seem like good. Can you guys hear me? I'm getting the stupid bitrate notification again, saying that you guys can't hear me. Ooh, not shiny. Huh? Why? I don't know. YouTube is just YouTube Studio is giving me these notifications that there's no audio going through game or voice when I could see the mixers. So I'm not sure. It's just YouTube Studio being stupid. YouTube stupid being studio. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. I think it's funny that the Safari Zone music in these games is the same as the Evolution music. Bye, Deoxys. There you go. Now it's gone. That notification is no longer there. Like, wow, wow, wow. What are you making fun of me about? Hmm? 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 Imitating me crying or something? Nope. AJ, how many eggs should I make for the whatchamacallit? How many eggs should I make for my seafood boil? Oh, actually, so potatoes. Oh, no, yeah, it has to be more than that. Remember, I have a box of 60 eggs, 60, that I need to use, and this is gonna be my snack. So whenever I'm hungry, it's like I'm not hungry. I just need more protein. Pop in an egg, and that's it. Hunger be gone. Ah, shut the hell up. You're dumb. You're above that, AJ. 13, so one more than a dozen. Just been doing little by little encounters for Charmander. You need to do a lot. If you want the Charmander, if you really wanted the Charmander, you would do a lot. You need to change your ways, mister. You're not winning, son. You need to win. You're right, I am. Would I do 16? Yes, sir. If they fit in my pot, I will do as you please. 16 it is. Did you say pot? Yeah, like a giant pot, like a pot for like boiling water. If I had one, I would use a freaking cauldron. That'd be better. Yeah, just have a big pot for boiling water because you have to cook eggs in a big pot. I'll send you a picture. I got something to show you on Snap later on. I'll show you my big pot with boiling eggs. Cause I'm damn it. Okay, cool. I'm also gonna be cooking some potatoes in there. Um, recently, at least last week, Yeah. Dang, I didn't. Yeah, it was only 2 days. So 2 days out of last week, I discovered jerk chicken. I discovered a jerk seasoning for chicken, and what I did was I bought myself a packet of like 10 chicken thighs. I made myself some rice. I left the chicken marinating in this jerk seasoning overnight in a Ziploc bag. I split them up. I put two thighs in a bag. I froze them. So let's just say, for example, I'm making my lunch. That would be my lunch for work. So tonight I would pull one out of the freezer, thaw it out, make some rice in the morning, take my rice to work, and then air fry the. We have an air fryer, so I would air fry the chicken at work, and now I have my jerk chicken and rice. Instead, what I can do is instead of the rice, do the potatoes. Do the potatoes with the Cajun butter that I'm gonna be making, and my jerk chicken. So now I have chicken and potatoes. And if I feel like it, I can also throw in the eggs because it's more protein. Chicken and should have been chickens, but they weren't. You know. Hey, look, your favorite numbers on the screen, right in the middle. 6, 7. I'm over here brainstorming on meals. That is Snappy's favorite number. Is 67 really Snappy's favorite number? My favorite number, it's because it's my lucky number. 4. Also my birth number. So my birth number, favorite number, and lucky number are all 4. I was thinking if potential Bay does become Bay, that will deadass be like my fourth serious relationship. Because in my life, I've had 6 quote unquote, I'm doing air quotes right now, girlfriends, but only 3 of them were actually like serious. The other 3, they were like still too young, never got past the hand holding and hugging. So I'm like, nah, those weren't girlfriends. Those were just like little crushes that nothing ever happened with. So, too young for that. He is brain writer because he says tic tac toe. Oh, he stays on tic tac toe. There's a girl at work who doesn't say TikTok. She always says tic tac. Like you should like she so she's saying that I should make a tic tac for my dog and get a tic tac famous. She's always like, your dog is so cute. Make him his own tic tac. Get tic tac famous. I don't use TikTok though. All these young people on this TikTok. And then apparently there's another streaming platform called Kick. I've seen everybody multi-streaming now. Everybody's like Guys, I'm also live on Twitch. I'm also live on Kick. I'm also live on, I don't know, TikTok, whatever else there is. But I was like, what the hell is a kick? Like, I'm gonna kick you in the throat if you don't act, if you don't stop acting stupid. Haven't heard that kick in ages. Oh, you haven't heard kick in ages. Has it really been out for that long and I just didn't know about it? It's quite old. Hmm. I don't know. I guess um, it's probably like one of those like Among Us things where Among Us was popular, lost its popularity, and then one group made it big again. Late 2022. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Never heard about it until now. And if I did, I didn't really care for it. Imagine playing Pal World. Thought it was older. If I have any hours to use at work, I'm very likely going to use them for my birthday, just to take the day off. Maybe life has changed within this next month, and maybe I'll spend it with a potential bae. Maybe, I don't know. Don't ever speak of this pal of the world. Why? Are you all of a sudden not interested in it anymore? Last time we mentioned it, you were defending it. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was you. I played it, didn't care for it too much. Yeah, I still mix up Pal World with Palmon. Don't care for either of them because it's technically just the Pokemon ripoff. Like that's literally it. It'd be ignorant to say it's not. Like even Pokemon took them to court for it. So, oh, Jaden, is it Jaden Betty? Welcome on. I'm currently shiny hunting Deoxys on my LeafGreen file for a switch to the amount of encounters is 3,535 on one console. Damn, best of luck to you. I hope you get it. I'm doing two consoles, so I'm still not even at odds. But welcome on to the stream. We were only going to 3,800 today or 3,750. I still don't know how much time we have. wouldn't defend a game like that. It's Pokemon Arc ripoff. Yes, basically both. It's a fusion of Pokemon and Arc or Minecraft, whatever. But it's more towards Pokemon because of the designs of the creatures, the pals, like almost exactly like copy paste. Freaking Lucario, Salamence, the catching mechanic. Yes, uh huh. Yeah, he took on the core for the catching mechanics. I mean, it would have been both. I don't think they would have lost if they took him to court for like everything because it was the catching mechanic, the designs of the Pokemon. They're very close. I mean, I don't think there's anything else they could like copyright them for, like the world, the openness. I know they added their own mechanics to it, but like typings, all that stuff. But yeah, the catching mechanic, I guess it's like patented by them. Wait, didn't A Drive make his own game that's very similar, like with his own version of shiny hunting? Because there's a card game. Yeah, because A Drive made the game and then the card game. It's like Alestrals or something like that. And then like the shinies are called Stellars, I think. So why isn't why aren't they taking him to court for that? It's very similar. Leshos isn't popular nor big enough. I had a feeling that it would be mainly like his fans, like his following, his subscribers that would buy it. I mean, he does advertise it, and I know because there was the company that I work for has a podcast that they post on YouTube, and they're barely getting started on it. And I still remember when they sent everybody the video to watch. Um, the Alestral's advertisement came up. Okay, yeah, that's true. That's true. I guess Pokemon is waiting for the day that it becomes bigger. And then I think in the commercial, the ad that I saw, I think he says that the shinies, the Stellars do offer like a competitive advantage. So, like there is a benefit to having the shinies. Like they're more competitive. They're like better stats, I guess. More viable. They have that advantage in battle. A Drive used a base of a 2D creature, tame, capture, and turned it into his own Pokemon. Since you can't exactly own the idea of a creature capturing, taming thing, or a 2D style game on a 2D style game. Hmm. Okay, I guess yeah, that makes sense. I see it. But what doesn't he also use the similar capture mechanic? Because in Power World it was like the capsule, right? The fact that it's like an orb shape. I don't know what A Drive did. I don't know what he used, to be honest. I do know there was another one, like another game similar to it. This one's more like an indie version though, but it's like a think of like the shape of your phone, but like a card, but like in a hologram, and that's basically like what they use to catch up. And it's like it becomes like digital, almost like Digimon. I don't know how to explain it, but I saw that a long time ago. I can't remember what it's called, or I can't remember where I saw it. I thought it was a Switch game, or maybe just on Steam. I honestly can't remember. Like a phone-sized holographic card. They just like. Does it sound familiar? And I thought it was like an indie game or something like that. It's been some time ago. I know Beacon of Nick played it. They also had a shiny feature, or like similar to shinies where you can catch a different colored one. That does sound familiar. I mean, I remember I saw it. I just can't remember where. All right, but yeah, it looks like we're gonna go over the 3 hour mark. That's fine though. I'm just gonna get to 38, and that's basically it. To 3,800, and call it a night. Just to let you guys know, I very likely will be doing this off stream. I'll probably keep hunting for the Deoxys off stream just to move on to the bird hunts quicker, and that's about it. Those definitely have to stream them though. I want you guys to see the deaths of those birds. What else is on shorts? I feel like everybody's doing Safari Week right now. Time went by fast. Do you think so? Puffin is live right now. Oh, he's shiny hunting the Celebi. Need to start posting again. Why did you stop? Well, I haven't seen someone play freaking Unite in like forever. Bye. I just kind of stopped. Were you posting with like AJ and Snappy, right? Have you been playing Champions at all? You were doing Showdown? Then you keep calling. No, I did I say aging? I don't know. I'm tripping. I'm sorry. Haven't done Champions. Like you haven't played or you haven't streamed. I know you haven't streamed it, but have you played any? What the heck is this rip-off Rivals that she's playing? It looks like Claymations. Oh, it's that new game mode. Damn, I'm sorry. So now you were playing with Lonely, right? Like he was during your streams, like you were basically having him join you whenever you played Scarlet and Violet. Uh, he would join you on your streams. Mostly waiting for 66 more items in Pokemon. Right now it's only 4v4, right? I'm surprised no one's playing Pokopia right now. I know the DLC came out not too long ago, right? Either today or yesterday. 4v4 or 3v3. And sometimes I thought I had him, you were snapping the VC when I'm playing. Hmm. I'd want to play Legends Arceus again. I haven't seen many people discovering Elden Ring. I haven't been watching many Elden Ring players. I've been looking for them, but uh, like I usually filter it out like uh, first time playing Elden Ring or first playthrough, and I feel like nothing comes up, or the ones that are playing it, um, they are already experienced and they are doing a second playthrough. I mean, someone on my recommended playing Pokopia. But are they on my recommended? We just hit the 3 hour mark. We're barely gonna go over for like 2 or 3 minutes, but last four encounters of the stream. Like I said, I'll probably be doing this off stream while I watch House of the Dragon, just tonight, or at least while I'm watching it. But after that, I'll stop. I just want to get to the birds already. I feel like I did the same thing with Lapras. I was hunting it off stream, and look where it ended up taking me, freaking overall to 17,000. I know it wasn't shiny, but viewing stream on my phone when the Pokemon is coming in into the battle, as it's like the black the faded black screen is fading away, it does look like it was shiny for a moment. I like panicked, like right there, the top one, when as it was coming in on my phone. But it's just my brightness. My brightness is like turned down like really low, so it looked like it was shiny, but it wasn't. I'm like, ooh, damn. All right, last reset. Counting it now. So the next time I stream, you guys will be seeing more encounters on here because I'm gonna be doing some tonight while I watch House of the Dragon. But final check of the night, and of course, no shiny. But I'll keep you guys posted if we're gonna be doing more shiny hunting for Deoxys. I'll definitely be doing it off stream as I'm watching the show. But I really want to get to the birds as soon as possible. That's gonna be it for the night. I hope you guys have a good night. I'll let you guys know in the Discord um, uh, when I'll be live next. My typical line, the if no one has told you today, or if you haven't heard it today, you're cute and I like your butt. Looks like I'll have to be using it for potential bait instead of you guys now. So that is very like whenever you guys hear me stop saying it, that means potential bait is official. I guess I'll keep you guys posted, but yeah, final check. Hope you guys have a good night. I'll talk to you later.